In 1993, The Wizard of Oz for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System attempted to bring the magical world of Frank Baum's beloved story to life in video game form. Developed by Manley Associates and published by Sega Corporation, this platformer aimed to capture the essence of the iconic movie and the enchanting journey through Oz. While it was an ambitious project, the game left players with mixed impressions. Creating a video game adaptation of The Wizard of Oz was no small task. Manley & Associates, known for developing licensed games, sought to capture the charm of the 1939 MGM movie while adding enough action to fit the platformer genre. The developers combined familiar characters, iconic movie scenes, and original elements to expand the world of Oz. Adapting a movie from 1939 for a gaming audience in the 90s was a creative gamble. The game aimed to appeal to younger players while also satisfying fans of the movie. However, limitations in hardware and a need to stretch the movie's content into a full game led to some design compromises, such as repetitive gameplay and a less than polished control system. The game loosely follows the plot of the movie, where Dorothy and her dog Toto are swept away by a tornado to the magical land of Oz. Players must guide Dorothy through various levels to reunite with the Scarecrow, Tin Man, and Cowardly Lion, and ultimately defeat the Wicked Witch of the West to return home to Kansas. While the game sticks to key moments from the movie, it expands the narrative with additional challenges and enemies, turning Oz into a more perilous adventure. The Wizard of Oz is a side-scrolling platformer where players control Dorothy, Scarecrow, Tin Man, and Cowardly Lion across different levels inspired by locations in the movie. Each character has unique abilities. Dorothy, equipped with a magic wand for ranged attacks. Scarecrow, high jumping abilities. Tin Man, strong melee attacks. Cowardly Lion, enhanced combat strength and durability. Players must switch between characters to overcome obstacles, defeat enemies, and solve puzzles. The game takes players through iconic locations such as Munchkinland, the starting area filled with colorful landscapes and minor enemies. The Yellow Brick Road, a treacherous path filled with pits and hazards. The Wicked Witch's Castle, a dark and challenging area filled with traps and powerful foes. The game features a variety of enemies, from crows and bats to enchanted objects. Players face off against memorable bosses, including the Wicked Witch's minions and the witch herself in the climactic battle. Players collect items such as ruby slippers and hearts to replenish health. However, the game is notorious for its punishing difficulty, with limited lives, sparse checkpoints, and clunky controls adding to the challenge. The game's visuals and music were heavily inspired by the 1939 movie. The soundtrack incorporates simplified versions of iconic songs like Over the Rainbow, creating a nostalgic connection for fans of the movie. While the game had an ambitious concept, critics and players often criticized its frustrating gameplay and lack of polish. The controls were seen as unresponsive, and the level design was deemed overly repetitive. Despite this, some praised the game for its colorful visuals and attempt to expand on the movie's story. As the game wasn't a commercial success, physical copies are now considered rare collectibles, making it a sought-after item for retro gaming enthusiasts. The game includes hidden areas and power-ups that reward exploration, though they are often difficult to find due to the game's cryptic design. The graphics were praised for their vibrant colors, which closely resembled the whimsical aesthetic of Oz. Although it didn't achieve the iconic status of its source material, the game remains a curious piece of gaming history. It showcases the challenges of adapting classic movies into video games and reflects the experimental nature of the early 90s gaming industry. The Wizard of Oz for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System might not be remembered as a masterpiece, but it stands as a fascinating attempt to bring a timeless story into the gaming world. Its blend of iconic movie elements and original gameplay ideas captured the imagination of some players, even if it fell short in execution. Do you have memories of playing The Wizard of Oz? Did you brave its punishing levels, or give up before reaching the Emerald City? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow us down the Yellow Brick Road for more gaming history.